Just a quick disclaimer before the video starts. I recorded this Q&A hours before I found out that I won WWE's Greatest Fan competition in New Zealand. If you haven't seen the video I did on that, there's a card up in the right hand corner as well as a link in the description, so please check that out if you want to see it. It's an awesome prize. Included in the prize is a WWE walk-on experience where I get to actually stand in the middle of the ring during the show in Christchurch next week and be presented the WWE Greatest Fan Championship belt by a superstar. It's awesome. There's a lot more included in the prize as well, so go check out that video if you want. So now to what I'm disclaiming. In the Q&A, I received a question asking if I'd ever do a meetup with the subscribers, basically all you guys. Now last year I did sort of a meetup where I announced that I would be going to the WWE live show in Auckland last year, and I was saying in the Q&A video that if WWE were to come to Auckland next year, then I'd do that, because I was unaware that I'd actually be going to the Christchurch show this year. So let me know if you're going to the Christchurch show and you'd like to meet up with me. Now bear in mind that I'll have to be at the show a bit early for the VIP meet and greet and whatnot, so if you want to do a meetup, then it'll have to be earlier. You'll have to come along a bit earlier. But just leave a comment if you're interested, then we can work it out from there. I may even do an update video if anyone's interested. So yeah, thanks for that, and now we'll get into the video. Hey YouTube, RUBFigs here. Today we are finally doing the 400 subscribers special Q&A. Now I am aware that I was supposed to do it probably 2 weeks ago, but it's been very busy here. Of course I was putting most of my time into setting up for that WWE Greatest Fan competition. If you missed that video, there's a card up in the corner. I spent, well, 3 weeks in total setting up for that photo. 2 weeks putting everything together and 1 week packing everything up. So now that I've finally gotten all that packed up and my room back to normal, I can finally continue with the schedule here on this channel. So my apologies for being really busy. Also, last week was exam week for my school, so yeah, that's another reason why it took me a while. So we are finally here. We'll get into the questions now, but first, I was meant to give you a shout out a few weeks ago, but shout out to Nathan_01381. It was his birthday a few weeks ago, so happy birthday to you. Happy belated birthday. Sorry for taking so long, but I'll answer your questions first. So his first question is, who is your favorite WWE superstar? That is an easy answer. The Undertaker. He has been my favorite probably ever since the first match I saw of his, which was WrestleMania 27 against Triple H. I loved that match, and man, I can't say anything to justify how inspiring he is and the character he has. I can't. I'm not going to say anything because nothing can justify the superstar The Undertaker is, but I took a photo of my entire Undertaker figure collection. I'll edit it in here if you guys want to see it. I uploaded it to Twitter, and did I upload it to Instagram? Maybe I did. If you guys didn't know, my Twitter is at RUB3945 and my Instagram is at RUBFigsNZ. So please check those out if you haven't already for exclusive photos and exclusive updates. I post exclusive things on each. I also have a Facebook page at RUBFigsNZ as well. All links to those are in the description if you want to see it. But that's enough of that. So yeah, my Undertaker collection, it got quite a lot of attention, and it still gets likes and stuff over a month after I posted it. So yeah, that's the picture of that. I just decided to put everything together for that one photo. So his second question is, what is your main goal for your YouTube channel later on in life? This is a big question. I like this question a lot, but my biggest goal for YouTube would be just to hit 1,000 subscribers. Now we are nearly halfway there. It's insane. We're at over 400 subscribers now, thanks to you guys. It means a lot to me that you guys have subscribed and you're interested in the content that I upload. Hopefully I'll be uploading more frequently now. I really want to. We have a figure hunt video, sorry, on the way. It'll be the next video on this channel, and also we've got some packages from for the next episode of Mail Mania that came in, so hopefully that's not too far away as well. So yeah, thank you to all you guys that have subscribed, and hopefully this is only the beginning of RUBFigs. Now his third and final question is, will you ever do a meetup? This time last year at WWE Live in Auckland, New Zealand, I didn't really do a meetup. I wouldn't call it that, but we had less than half of the subscribers we do now back then, and I said, I gave my seat details where you could find me, and a fan by the name of Sean Simmons actually went up and found me, and I gave him a free CM Punk figure shirt. So if we do another meetup, it'd be really hard to find a specific location, but if WWE Live comes back to Auckland next year, or somewhere closer to me than Christchurch, then I'll definitely do a meetup there to those who are interested, because it'll probably be where the most of my subscribers will be there. So yeah, that's the answer to that question. Now another question from Instagram. This comes from WWE_Mattel_figure_collector NZ. What do you think of Kane running for mayor? Of course, he is referring to Kane running for the mayor of Knox County, Tennessee, if you were unaware. I think that he has a pretty good chance of winning. Of course, I don't keep up with everything over there because I don't live anywhere near Knox County. I live, of course, in New Zealand, where anything that happens over there isn't really relevant. But I think because of the fan base Kane has, aka Glenn Jacobs, he has a good chance, and he seems like he has a very good mind as far as politics go, and I don't think he could do any harm if he was the mayor of Knox County. So I think it's a really good opportunity for him and something different. But something I do hope is that he returns to WWE one day, because he still appears to be in great shape, and it would be a shame for him just to fade away without a retirement match. He definitely deserves more recognition than what he got in his last run. He kind of just disappeared. It's pretty sad. I really hope he comes back though, after all this mayor stuff. If he doesn't win the election, or even if he does, I'd love to see him back in a WWE ring. Even if it's not for a match, he deserves to go into the Hall of Fame if he will not have another match. Now, this question comes from Morgan. Sorry, I know who you are, but I don't want to bother pronouncing your last name just in case I mess it up. Don't want to be disrespectful. His question is, best fig of the year so far? Very hard. There have been some great looking figures this year, like that Network Spotlight Series Toys R Us exclusive Finn Balor. There's that Basic Series 72 Nia Jax, and there's the Elite Series 51 Scott Hall. Man, and there's a lot more as well. I've gotten in a lot of figures this year just because they've released so many good ones. If I had to pick one, it'd probably have to be the Toys R Us exclusive Network Spotlight Series Finn Balor, to be honest, because it is the best demon figure that they've come out with so far. Even if it's not your favorite demon attire he's worn, it's the best and most accurate figure they've made of it, because they used a more accurate torso than the other demon Finn Balor figures, and it comes with the most accessories. I'm very impressed with that figure, and I don't think they'll ever top it. I hope they do, but it looks like they won't be going back to that torso anytime soon, as since they released that figure, they went back to the torso they were using before, which is unfortunately less accurate. So yeah, I hope that answers your question. It was very hard to answer. I'd love to have more answers, but yeah, that's it. Now to some questions that were left in the comments section on YouTube. This one comes from Braun Flair. This is a very good question. He asks, who was/is your favorite inductee in the Hall of Fame? Yeah, very tricky question. There are lots of superstars that I'd consider to be my favorite. For example, Scott Hall, he was actually inducted as Razor Ramon, Kevin Nash, and others, like Ric Flair. But if I have to narrow it down to one, I have to say the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. Again, nothing I say could justify how amazing he was in the ring. And yeah, I'm not going to say anything about that, but he's definitely up there as one of my favorite superstars of all time. And he's Mr. WrestleMania, and as Triple H said it, he is Mr. Hall of Fame. The last question in this video also comes from Braun Flair. He asks, what is your favorite accessory from a figure, except Shane? Because I know that's everybody's fave. Actually, Shane McMahon's accessory, of course I'm talking about the announce table that came with the Elite Series 50 Shane McMahon figure, is not my favorite accessory. But I do have a really hard time figuring out what my definitive favorite accessory that has come with the figure is. I'm just looking around the figures that I have. That's as much as I can narrow it down to. Just looking at everything. The voice box that came with Kane was really cool. The robe in the Elite Series 14 Booker T figure is cool. The Elite Series 27 Undertaker coat, they did a lot of great sculpting work on that. I really like that. The NWO spray painted title that came with the Elite Series 16 Kevin Nash, that one's really good too. The Ringside Collectibles exclusive Shawn Michaels vest, that is very well detailed as well. Man, there's lots. The Toys R Us exclusive WrestleMania 27 Build Michael Cole Series Triple H entrance gear, that's probably up there as one of my favorites too. Even the Shawn Michaels Defining Moments vest is up there too, because it's not made out of plastic. It's made out of cloth. Oh man, I don't even know if I can answer your question. I'm sorry. There's been so many great accessories released with figures over the years. I don't know if I can narrow it down. I also like the San Diego Comic-Con 2010 exclusive Undertaker entrance gear. That is sick as well. Man, I'm sorry, I don't know if I can answer your question. Okay, stuff it. I'll just go with the San Diego Comic-Con 2010 exclusive Undertaker entrance gear, because it is a great combination with the plastic molded vest at the front and the cloth cape. And this particular version of the figure has very well detailed entrance gear with the right color silver and the washed in bits of grey with the black as well. It would be really hard to tell the difference between that and the Defining Moments Undertaker jacket, but yeah, it's definitely better in person. I'm sorry, it's not. It doesn't stand out as my favorite figure accessory, but I had to choose one, and looking at my own collection, that has to be it. So that wraps it up for this 400 subscriber Q&A special. I'm pretty sure I got to all of your questions, but if you missed out on asking a question and you wish to ask me a question, leave it in the comments and I'll answer it for you there. Thank you all again for 400 subscribers, and thank you to those that asked questions. I really appreciate it, and I'm glad we were able to keep this video under 20 minutes, because I think the last Q&A video I did nearly a year ago was very long, and it dragged along quite far. So if you made it to this point of the video, please let me know by hitting that like button. Thank you for sticking through this long. I know it's under 20 minutes, but it's still over 10 minutes, which is pretty long. Thank you so much, and thank you for watching, and subscribe.